And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this payday.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Irving in at the 2. White up top, guarded by Harden. Second shot opportunity, and Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Bulls. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
And so here is Chicago following the three-pointer by Brooklyn.
Terrific play in the paint by Kobe White. Uses his athleticism to find a shot.
Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. White wide open. He fires. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Harden finds Griffin, and they pick up 2.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Levine. Sweet little floater.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Levine against Harden. KD, that's for 2. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Beautiful catch and shoot from Kevin Durant. He's one of those guys that can do it consistently every night.
And White with the stuff.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. The Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. KD passes to Irving. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 1. Levine wide open. They get it back. Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
White, good. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green comes in for Blake Griffin, and it's Brown in for James Harden.
Phenomenal concentration by Durant. Physical play is not going to throw him off.
Now here's Levine. Pass to Vucevic from deep. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Durant with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Here's Levine. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. Poke loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. KD leading the charge.
The NBA's most valuable player in 2014 is reminding us he can do it all. Kevin Durant is special.
There's White after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Williams. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Now here's Williams. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Off the inbound. Second chance shot. The shot by Valentine, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
That one goes in. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Temple. He's covered by Brown. The shot. Here's Aminu. And that one released in time, but no good.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Garrett Temple. Then there's Valentine. And it's Young in at the center. And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. And they take the lead.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Satoransky, the pass to Young. Inside. Here's Aminu. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Aminu's got his first points of the game. 6 changes of the lead here.
And both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close. Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Over in the corner, Brown. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Brown's got 7.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And Young kicks to Valentine. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Brown outside. Valentine grabs the board. Fast break, here they come. Pull up Jay. That one rolling around and rims out. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Green passes to Claxton. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
When they go up-tempo and push the action, they are speaking Zach LaVine's language.
Harden with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Here's Irving, and he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got his second bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's White, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A confident scorer with an attacking mindset. If you're the defense, don't let Kobe White watch you slipping.
The Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. KD's checked in for Brooklyn. And Chicago also making a switch. Vucevic checked in for Daniel Tice.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
White with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and that one drops.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
Chicago leading. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And a deep 3 from Harden. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
And doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Bean passes to Vucevic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
KD passes to Griffin. Chicago grabs the miss.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Chicago, they had shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Dinwiddie's checked in for James Harden. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. Good.
Oh, he's heating up here now in the second quarter. Watch out.
23 seconds left in the first half. LaVine against KD. LaVine, good.
Providing so much size and athleticism out of the backcourt. LaVine challenging the heart of that defense.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. White, a good look. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Irving, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 12 points, 4 assists. And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. They've got Griffin. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. A 2-point game. Passes it to Vucevic. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. White looking around, and White slams it in.
Kobe White, with the impressive ball handling skills, lets him drive it right in there.
And then Durant with the dunk.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Harden against White. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. White's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
His quickness is almost unguardable. Kobe White with the nice little floater. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. And Satoransky kicks to Temple. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Bulls have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in. Nets leading by 3. Outside Irving. Jacks up a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
The pass to Temple for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists now in this one. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And a change for the Bulls. Markkanen, he's checked in for Garrett Temple.
A prime example of Satoransky's feel and vision for the game is making it easy for his teammates.
To the inside, And it's Brown that time on the assist by Irving. Brown's got 11.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Aminu, a shot, no good. Great D that time from Griffin. Dinwiddie drives in, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Valentine. The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Here's Satoransky. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to LaVine. And Satoransky kicks to LaVine. They get it again. Here's Markkanen. Griffin with the steal. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got 6 in the quarter.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rose up and drained the transition 3.
Now Satoransky. LaVine finds Satoransky. Will it go? And the shot is long.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And finished off by Brown.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
Here's Satoransky, and he banks in the layup. Satoransky's got his first bucket in this one. Nets leading by 11. And on the way from Irving for 3. Green kicks to Griffin. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. Here's Dinwiddie. Chicago grabs the miss. LaVine inside the three-point line. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Wright and LaVine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen is out there with Vucevic, and it's Williams at the 3.
Terrific dribble move by Zach LaVine. Blessed with the ability to create space to get off his shot.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Vucevic. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got 6 assists now in the game.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Brooklyn making some changes. Irving's checked in for Green, and James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie. And Chicago also making a switch. Tice is checked in. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Left side Irving. Harris dishes to Irving. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving. Durant's got 11 points here in just the second half. Bulls trail by 12. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And that one's good. Durant. KD's got 25 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's White, and White slams it in.
Kobe White can be a prolific scorer, especially when in rhythm, like tonight.
Timeout called, the Nets. Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
And that one is good. He's got 27.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Bulls trail by 12. Outside, Levine. The dish now to Vucevic. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 17 points for Vucevic.
He has still not missed a shot. Where could they be today without him?
And Durant gets it to go.
Unlimited range. The long arms of KD can get it off from anywhere.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And stolen by Irving. Outside, KD. A three ball. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Baseline jumper, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Harden finds Harris, and here is KD. Off target from outside. Here's White. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 14. It's Durant with the drive, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They trail by 17. 1:32 left in the game. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for KD.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Young's checked in for Vucevic. And Valentine now top of the key. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
It's good from long range. Durant's got 45 points.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant for three. No good that time. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and they put them on the line.
He hits the second from the line. Johnson outside. From deep. Off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.